But first, this is not the way we wanted to start our Friday with video that we may be triggering for some. We should tell you this. It is really disturbing. Scary moments outside Dunbar High School in Northwest D.C. this morning. A shootout was caught on a neighbor's Nest camera in the middle of the day, and one of those bullets flew into a classroom and struck a 17-year-old girl. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So let's get you caught up on what we know right now at 5 o'clock. First up, that student who was hit by that bullet is doing okay physically. The bullet grazed her head. Thankfully, her physical injuries there are only minor.
The school was placed on lockdown shortly after this happened. Officials later gave the all clear, and students were dismissed between noon and 2 p.m. Right now, though, police are still searching for the shooter.
Yeah, there are a lot of moving parts to this story, of course, from the latest on the search for that shooter to the ongoing problems in this area for many neighbors and what they're dealing with right now.
Our John Duran will have more from the neighbors in just a moment, but we begin our team coverage with Matt Gregory.
Yeah, he's been on the scene at Dunbar High School since around 11 o'clock this morning. He joins us live with an update on the investigation. And Matt, what are police officers telling you?
Well, at this point, Lorenzo, what they're telling us is that they're still looking for a suspect, looking for a motive as to what caused this morning's chaos. But as you can see, we've gotten closer than we've been able to be all day here at Dunbar High School. We're actually able to see the front of the building, that same front of the building where police say this morning a single stray bullet went through a window and grazed a female student in the head. During first period at Dunbar High, automatic gunfire outside.
Oh, like I was scared because we're in school. I didn't expect nothing like that to happen.
Brought fear inside for Caden Brown and his classmates. Immediately, the school went into lockdown.
Our teacher put the blinds on the doors, told us to get away from the windows.
MPD responded within minutes and found a victim in a first-floor classroom. Police told us a single stray bullet flew through a window, narrowly grazing a 17-year-old female student in the head.
That female has been taken to a local hospital where she is receiving treatment. Her family is by her side. She is totally fine and expected to make a full recovery.
For the rest of the day, police poured over bullet casings, bullet holes, and this video, which seems to show the shooting. Here's what police say happened. Around 9:45 in the morning, just outside Dunbar High, a vehicle headed the wrong way on Kirby Street and came across several people.
We believe there was an exchange of gunfire in that block amongst individuals. However, the motive remains unknown.
While police looked over evidence, students sat in lockdown.
They told us that we could call parents, and our parents came, but they wouldn't let us go for like another hour and a half, so it was just confusing.
It wasn't until afternoon dismissals began.
Yeah, I was kind of disturbed hearing about this.
For Gloria Baskerville, she couldn't say enough about how thankful she is to be holding her son's hand.
Just thank God that he's okay, and I thank God that the little girl is okay too.
Parents and students holding each other a little bit closer tonight after a shooting where trouble outside brought danger inside Dunbar High School. Yeah, so I just got off the phone with police about an hour ago. Like I said before, no suspect, no motive as of right now, but we do know that that 17-year-old girl is going to be okay. But for more on how the neighborhood is reacting to this chaos that happened this morning, I'm going to send it to my colleague, John Duran. John, what's happening over there?
Matt, we actually spoke to someone who says they saw the entire thing unfold from their home, saying they saw a car travel the wrong way down south down Kirby Street Northwest. That's traveling from Dunbar High School and stopping right about here before opening fire on a group that was standing just on the sidewalk next to that vehicle. Then the vehicle speeds off, continuing down south on Kirby Street Northwest when an individual standing on the sidewalk returned fire at that car.
I didn't see anything, but you could hear something that I've never heard before.
The unmistakable sound of gunfire.
It was like brrr, brrr.
Video provided to us shows the moment gunfire rang out.
They were coming from the alley to go to Dunbar, and this guy just started shooting at these kids.
A person in that group is then seen returning fire towards that car. Another video shows others scattering from the shootout.
We've had gunshots in this neighborhood before, but never this close, so it is very scary, and we have a 2-year-old too. Luckily, he was at daycare.
Neighbors came outside to see the aftermath of the gunfight outside their front doors.
One hit right here, one ricocheted right here.
Dozens of shell casings were spotted right next to this playground.
And on a day like today, which is beautiful weather, they'd be all over that place. now around this time. The place would be full of kids.
A disappointing morning for some that have lived here for years.
It's really upsetting. There's been a lot of gun violence around Dunbar. It kind of occurs more than it should, and it's really upsetting that it hasn't stopped. And then someone gets shot through their classroom window. That's pretty messed up.
This is Dunbar High School, and you could see the bullet holes in the windows on the first floor. There's also some more on the second floor, really scattered throughout the south side of the building, and a crane that just arrived here, and a crew that is going to begin to repair those holes in the windows just arrived. We also spoke to many residents along Kirby Street Northwest, that live right on the street where this shooting occurred. They tell me, luckily, no homes, as far as they know, were hit with gunfire. Lorenzo, Leslie.
Yeah, this is just not normal. This should not be a normal occurrence, John. I'm struck by what I see there on the windows, that young people who were released early today that live in the community still have to walk by and see that every day. And so while we talk about it right now, this is their reality, and it is just so unfair. John, thank you. In the last hour, we received the letter that Dunbar High's principal sent out to families. Principal Nadine Smith said 3 students were taken to the hospital for treatment. She reinforced that 1 student was hit by that gunfire. And the principal went on to say that coping with the effects of community violence is a challenging experience. Dunbar received support from the DCPS Crisis Response Team, which we're told will be supporting Dunbar's wellness team throughout the next week.
All right, in John's piece there, you heard some of our neighbors talking about how bad and how crime has increased around Dunbar High School. So how bad is it? Our team went digging into some of the data from DC Police, and we looked at the area. We set a 2,000 feet perimeter around Dunbar High School, you can see right there. And since the beginning of the year, there's been 1 homicide, 5 shootings, and 9 robberies reported. But the data show violent crime is actually down 28% in that area compared to the same period last year. And we know that last year was a record year when it comes to violent crime in the district. You can expect more from WUSA 9 on this breaking news. For updates anytime, download the WUSA 9 app on your phone and watch us anytime, streaming for free on WUSA 9 Plus.